is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman on there. Said one more time, this is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman on a bed. You see, man made the car to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric line to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man, world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman on the bed.
That doesn't make sense that you're not ready for. Oh, we on? Oh, sorry. We do this every time because we never get a 5, 4, 3 go. We never get that.
Stage management.
Yeah, we never get that. She just says, "All right, guys," and then next thing you know, we hear ourselves. Hey, everyone, we're back. Thanks. I'm Louis Dix.
Jeff Arnold.
What's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
Welcome back. TDP is still out, working on that show that got Shazam. I saw his little post at
post-producer.
Post-producer.
No, host.
Oh, host producer.
Yeah.
That's right, because he's the one that gives Jamie all the great lines.
Yeah, he's in Jamie's ear.
So he's the host producer.
Right.
He kicks
out the one-liners.
So he has a real job where Speedy's just... Speedy's book should say Jamie's friend.
Did they call him back?
I think, yeah, he's there. I mean,
warm up.
Jamie's loyal to the... But
he's going to find him.
And happy birthday. Jamie Foxx's birthday was yesterday.
Happy 50th to you, man.
Yeah,
you made it.
25 times 2, as it was.
Yeah,
we weren't invited to the party. I saw on Facebook. It was really interesting because...
but it ain't a party like you...
It's no free... It's kind of like they all look like puppets. I mean, or as we would say in Philly, it just looked like suckers. They were hanging on. It was like nobody has independence. It was really weird watching all those men on stage. And it was so much where Jamie looked uncomfortable, like he couldn't figure out which person was his real friend.
Yeah, but it's like it's not a party like it was once before, a Hollywood party, because with all the sexual harassment shit, so you can't get at no women now. You can't.
Well, no, I'm with you.
The women there, the dudes now, they on notice.
Well, so but none of them, maybe Jamie, but and Too Short was there, but everybody else, like Dave Brown and
Snoop was there, Ice Cube.
Well, okay, all those famous people.
Yeah, so they can't come at women and the women trying to throw it.
But did you notice in everybody's little camera shot, you didn't really see all of those celebrities that you just named. You just saw the no names in front around Jamie trying to get noticed.
Yeah.
Like Speedy, Dave Brown holding the bottle. Like the guys, people who are famous or secure, just chill. Everybody else is like standing in front trying to get noticed.
And that's my thing. See, had I been invited, I'd have just been like, on the side chilling.
Right, me too. That's what you do. You just
low
chill.
Profile, just like if you a real nigga, you just hold your glass up and then he calls you out.
Right.
Like my nigga Jeff Arnold, LD, over there chilling. What's up? Like, yo, happy 50th to you.
Right, I'm sure TDP was chilling.
Exactly. I didn't see him in no photo.
Even though you didn't call a brother, and you were right around the corner.
Right down the street.
Right down the street. And I ain't going to hold that against you. Maybe you've gone to the other side. Maybe, you got host producer. I hope you didn't forget about us, but if you did, we wish you go get it, homie.
That's the whole
but
thing. I ain't depending on a nigga anyway, because when the wrath come, if you ain't got a float,
you probably didn't get invited because you probably would have robbed everybody there. Let you tell it. But
I'd have found somebody slipping.
And I just had to. I was looking at it. You know how you look at it some kind of way, saying, "All right, how am I feeling?" Then I just went back to like, okay, that's just. Because Jamie's just a great guy. He's a great guy, and congratulations to his daughter who has a degree.
Yes.
He's a great father, and that's what I respect most of him. Most about him is his parenting, because he's locked in with his children, and Speedy with 9 kids going to end up locked up with his kids. He got so many damn kids, but no,
he doing his dadly, his fatherly duties.
Who?
Speedy.
Oh yeah, Speedy handles his business. Yeah, he's a good dad.
Instagram, with his kids and all that.
Yeah, Speedy's a good dad.
I looked though because when he showed the basketball, I'm like,
his son.
Yeah, I'm like,
we're gonna see if his son can rebound. His son's a big boy, but he playing in a weak league.
Exactly.
So we got to see how he plays when he comes to the hood. Chris Spencer's son is.
And I saw Chris Monday, and I started to fuck with him, but I was like, nah, he might.
It's all coaching right now. Chris, if they let my son take over, like if you and my son were coaching, it'd be better. The other guy Murph is okay, but he'd rather coach athletes.
I threw him a soft pitch.
Who?
Chris. I was like, yo, man, I heard your son ball. And he like, yeah, man, we trying. I was like, well, if you need a trainer, I'm there.
Yeah, they need some training,
like,
but
oh, yeah, you training? I'm like, why you, come on, man, stop.
Chris do that all the time. Chris is there. Chris is blackish and grownish. And I was talking to Chris has a beautiful family. And everybody's locking into handling your family. And good. That's why we've already been through it. We've raised our children.
That's why.
So good luck to them.
Yeah,
they're in the mix. They got to keep grinding.
Yeah.
We're in our, But hey, it's Friday, the 15th. We have 10 days before ho, ho, ho. I'm playing my Christmas music. I picked Peyton up last night from the airport. And
1st to the 15th, you know what it is. This is the worst day at the bank.
Oh, my God, man.
It's nigga day.
Everybody hustling. Everybody doing the shopping. Women spending more money than they should spend.
Man.
Men trying to take care of the bills that the women are creating for them. So hang in there, guys. Everybody
for new credit cards.
Yeah, everybody. The world is coming at you. It's a grind now. This is definitely the grind season. So hang in there. And I was telling Peyton, I said, my favorite day is Christmas Eve. I just love Christmas Eve. I just love how it's so quiet and peaceful. You can look outside, and everything just seems like the world is good.
So are you spending Christmas Eve with your family or with your
I leave December 26th to Delaware for our tournament, varsity tournament. I'm sure they invite me so I can watch the uniforms.
That's Tuesday.
Right. So that day. I don't know. I'm debating.
Even the day after Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the Tuesday.
Yeah, we have practice that week before, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we have Christmas Eve and Christmas off. Then we're on the plane.
What kind of team are y'all? We used to practice on Christmas Day, man.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Through something.
I'm and the kids and their mom are going up to the Bay Area like they do annually.
It's their annual trip.
So even when we were married, that was an annual trip without me.
Yeah, I remember.
And I used to be able to kick it at home.
We used to play at one time. We had the stick ball thing.
Yeah, half ball. Yeah, for Chris, that was our Christmas thing.
Yeah.
So so Christmas Eve on Christmas, I'm pretty sure I'll hang with Code 3, but it's going to be tough for her. It's going to be her first Christmas without her mom. So things are crazy. So we'll see what happens. But it's a good day.
For who?
Well, we have our first home game today.
Oh, really?
So we're excited. Okay. Freshmen play, then JV, then varsity. We play Corona Centennial. Some brothers coming in.
What time is y'all game?
Our game is at 4, and then JV's at 5:30, and varsity's at 7.
Okay.
So we're pretty hyped about that. That's why I shaved.
So now what you with the freshmen?
Yeah, I'm with the freshmen, and then I help out 7th and 8th when Lou, I'll go in there. And I was helping out last week with the 7th, 8th grade, and Lou was like, you too hard on them. I was like, man, please, man.
Fuck out of here, man.
One little kid tried to shrug me, and I sat him down, and I didn't know any kids' names, so I was calling them number 3, sit down. But one parent after the game tried to jam Lou up. tried to put the pressure on him. Lou said the guy came and shook his hand really hard and said, Kramer, Will was a 20-point scorer last year. I don't know what's going on this year. And Lou looked at him like, please, man. And then he went to the head coach and said it too. And the head coach, who don't care, the white dude, Murph, said, well, Will's a knucklehead, and I don't think he's going to score 20 points a game this year.
Wow. That's got to be...
And the mom said, yeah, you're right. Will is a knucklehead. So, and I'm sure... I feel free to say that because I know his dad is not listening to this show. So, But it's a good day. Happy holidays to everyone. Now,
can we say Merry Christmas?
Yeah, you can say Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Is it Hanukkah started already?
Yeah.
Okay, what day is it?
The 12th.
Thank you, POTUS Jabinski.
You got any Jewish friends?
Yes. Come on. We in private school. You go to a lot of bar mitzvahs, and the head of our program is Jewish.
What Kyla Moore said?
Who was
Roy Moore's wife?
Oh my God! I saw that she was. And congratulations to Alabama for not electing an alleged pedophile. That was hilarious.
But I mean,
and we have. I played it 3 times.
But the thing was that I wanted to stand up that night, and all the white comics that went before me were like, well, let's give a round of applause to Alabama. Let's give a round of applause. And I just went up and I'm like, in 2017, is this where we at? Pick between, a civil rights advocate, a fighter, and a child molester? Just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she said, and for those of you who say we don't like Jews, our lawyer is a Jew. She said that.
But she fucked me up before that. She's like, my husband is not prejudiced. He picked the first black marshal.
Hey, man, that's just hey. And you know what?
But you see the black dude that's always hanging around him. What security?
What killed me is I'm sure that the family help is just standing like in the movie Help. Just standing there like, oh, okay, they getting a lot of in their food. You got your headphones on?
Yeah, I wanted to say, anytime you say, I'm not racist, I have black friends, or I'm not racist.
When you start off the sentence.
I'm not homophobic. I have gay.
Yeah.
My cousin's gay.
Right.
Yeah. As soon as you start off the sentence, say, I just want to say I'm not racist. You racist.
Yeah, you really don't have to say that. Yeah. But that's, it's okay.
We have plenty of black friends.
All right. Now, Jeff and I talk about this all the time. The whole sexual harassment thing going on. And I was shocked when Tavis Smiley's name dropped.
I wasn't.
I'm like, what?
Any man that's in power that has that influence over women, I'm not shocked.
Tavis,
because at some point, no, I like Tavis and I respect him, but he has that arrogance about himself, though.
Yes,
he walks in the room and he has that arrogance about himself. That it's like, yeah, I'm with PBS. I got my own talk show. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, me. And it's like, and that's just how he is.
This stuff is out of control. I mean, this is just.
But the thing that is killing me now is that we are beyond due process. There's no more due process.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that.
It's like, you come out with an accusation or an allegation and that's it. It's like we'll talk to the woman, we'll get her side of the story, and then we come in and then we and corporations and these big powerful companies now, you're becoming a liability to them now. Where at once, like the situation that happened with Matt Lauer, they protected him. But this shit has become so powerful, but now he had became a liability to him. We have too much to lose now, and you can't remain the face of our brand anymore. Because you will take us down eventually. We'll lose our sponsors. So they getting rid of you fast now. And that's the fucked up thing about it. We passed due process.
The society's becoming a Hallmark show right now because all the Hallmark movies are about women. So we're becoming everything is about
women are kicking in the door with a machine gun and they just cut motherfuckers
they kicking
down.
In the door with pumps that only cost $14.99. So
shoe dazzle.
They just this is like this is serious.
Now look at your boy now.
Who?
Russell Simmons. He got 9 allegations now. And they opened up 2 in New York because a few years ago, like in the late 90s, New York reversed their rape statute. Because it was like 5 years, and after 5 years you couldn't press. Now it's like murder. There's no statute now. So it's unlimited. So now they're taking it back. Now in California did the same thing. So Russell Simmons has 2 open cases now in New York and 2 here in California. So now he's looking at the possibility of jail time.
Thank you. God bless you. See you tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's where he is now.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Now, as a performer, do you still perform under the Def Jam logo?
Oh, that's nothing. That's separate. That's why he stepped down. I mean, Def Jam didn't stop showing. I mean, it's like anybody who has that little blue thing by their name now is subject to being accused. If you got a blue thing by your name, that means you got enough money for me to go after you and get some of it. And the company that you work for has enough money to. We're good because nobody's coming after Morris Media.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to, like Robin Harris said, you sue me, all you're gonna get is some practice.
But where does it stop though? Where does it stop? I mean, you going back to like it was, if you like we were talking about. Like, if you grind with a woman at a house party, you remember the house party?
Oh, all of us would be subject to it. I mean, with slow dancing back in the day.
Like 19 years old, I remember, your dick was hard, and you had me pinned against the wall, and you was grinding, and I was trying to push you up, but you was like, and I know what you did in your pants. It's like, damn, I was 19. Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, just nowadays, if you just adjust yourself, you've.
And while we hear more, I just want to say, men, stop pulling your dick out. It's not nice. That's what these motherfuckers do.
I remember there was a time when you didn't take your thing out. Here was the thing.
Is that what you call it? It's your thing.
Yeah, your thing. I'm not gonna say, but your thing. You would let.
Stop pulling your dick out.
No, here's the thing. There was a time when I was gonna. You didn't take it out. She did.
Exactly.
She would. That was the consent. Yeah. She went and got it.
Yeah.
She went and got it. You did never just, you wouldn't, it was nasty for you to pull it out. She had to go get it. And that was consent.
Now motherfuckers is in their office and they calling you in, closing the door, and they just sitting there with their dick out like, yeah, hello. Like, hi. My dick wanted to say hello to you this morning. It's like...
maybe I'm a different kind of guy. And I think most guys...
But that's a sign of a weak motherfucker, though.
Yeah, most guys would not be in an office. There's a time and place. There's a perverse. You're just perverted. Something's wrong with you, and that you're just a punk in that way if you doing that to a woman.
I mean, but it's a lot more that's gonna fall though. Like I told you, remember we had the conversation. I was like, I'm waiting for the black men to start coming.
And NFL, and they went after them.
Oh,
too.
Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, he
walking around with his dick out. Fuck, yo.
I mean, come on,
Warren Sapp.
Keep your jockstrap on. I mean, come on.
It's like. And baby, the hair makeup, she just like, I just had enough of it.
See, NFL players, they can say it was CTE.
A concussion.
Yeah.
A concussion protocol. That's what they missing. But I mean, it's to the point that's like, man.
Hold on. She's on the phone, y'all. We got to let her finish the conversation.
Because she talking loud.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, talking loud.
Oh, we got a call. Hello, caller.
Get at me, dog.
Oh, Chris.
No, that's what's his name? My man.
Yo, Lou.
Yeah, Lou. Yeah, what up, homie?
What's up, Willie?
What's happening, man? Hey, listen, man, Lou. I just want to be honest with you and let you know that I am not a nosophobe. I know plenty of people with big schnauzers.
You don't discriminate?
No, hell no. I got a lot of friends. They got little schnauzers, medium schnauzers, and I got some big schnauzer homies, man.
There you go.
How was your weekend? How was your week? How was your past week?
Man, it's been, working and grinding. And then, I don't even remember what the fuck I did last weekend. Shit. I know I ain't getting no ass, though.
Well, probably needed a break from that. And how's your family? How's the kids?
Yeah, I think they was motherfucking. Now, I think it was snowing last weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, it was snowing in Atlanta.
Now, did you shovel any snow?
Hell no, Lou. Ain't nobody shoveling no snow.
People don't shovel snow anymore?
That was the hustle growing up.
This ain't Buffalo, New York, man. Ain't no damn snow like that. You know what I mean? You ain't got to shovel nothing and shit.
Yeah, just
That
snowflakes. It don't stick.
Hell no, that shit just melts and shit as soon as 12 noon hit tomorrow and shit. That shit'll be, like water, you know what I mean?
Now, your kids excited for Christmas coming up?
I don't even know, man. I think they, these kids, man, they technology babies, Lou, you know what I'm saying? They just motherfucker be like, hey, what's happening? Christmas coming up, you know what I mean? What y'all want to do? And they like, I don't know, whatever, nigga, shit, it's all good.
No, it's not whatever, because I think kids remember these times when they get older. Because I know my kids talk about it all the time, what we used to do and traditional
they have
stuff.
Fun, they have their fun memories of it.
Yeah, you got to create memories for them. And and I know you
got to
will.
be real with them, though. If the one thing with my son is like, we fluctuated each Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how the year went.
Right.
You may get this.
Let me ask you this.
You may get this, you may get that, but you ain't getting everything you asked for.
No, that's why they call it a list.
John Lemon. You grew up on you was in the south side of Chicago, right?
Yes.
All right, so your Christmases is kind of rough and shit, right?
Yep.
But let me ask you this. As a kid, what age did you stop playing with action figures?
Maybe around 7 or 8.
Okay. Lou, what time you stopped playing with action figures?
At 40, 41.
No, but I mean around. I mean,
He
I
still
stopped,
put his G.I. Joes in the tub with him.
once I got outside and got involved with sports. So at 9 or 10, and then we start playing outside sports, and that took over that. What about you?
You probably still had some stuffed animals on your bed and shit, though, huh?
No, I mean I like stuffed animals. I give it to my daughter, but and I still will. I'll play with action figures now if I'm playing, with if I wanted that met my imagination.
We had a German Shepherd, so my dog, he ate up half the G.I. Joe motherfuckers and all that. And
yeah, G.I. Joe's was big.
Yeah.
We had fun. But I mean,
I remember playing with my mother would take me to the store. Nigga, the store was like motherfucking heaven when I walked in there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cause I got what's that motherfucking Snake Eyes and shit. I got fucking, I don't even know the rest of the niggas' name. Avalanche and all them motherfucking G.I. Joe. Well, my mother got me the motherfucking, like, the battle tanks and shit to go with them and shit. Ooh, when I got home, it was popping. You know what I mean?
Now, what store do you remember? Because I know the store we used to get excited when we used to go. Because we thought we was big time.
Where?
Sears.
Right.
Like, nigga, we going to Sears?
And Willie, it's interesting that you know the names of your figures, and we only had G.I. Joe.
Exactly.
We didn't have any. It wasn't nobody else.
Yeah.
He was fighting the whole war by himself.
Hell yeah, yo.
In the little green outfits.
In the living room, yo, you be having a battle on the couch and shit.
Yeah.
And then when it's time to take a bath and shit, y'all have a water battle underwater and shit. You know
All
what I
that
mean?
shit, man.
Yep.
All of that.
That was fun times. And you remember that?
I remember KB Toy Store and shit, man. I remember that one right there. Besides Toys R Us, but KB Toy Store used to be popping back in the day.
Yep.
We didn't have Toys R Us.
No, we didn't have that.
Toys R Us was our cousin's toys.
Yeah.
But I started playing with toys. I remember I lost my imagination when I was like 10 years old. That's when I lost my imagination. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my son and my daughter, I noticed that they lost their imagination around 7 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they got, like you said, this whole phone and iPad and computer.
Like, my daughter is 7, and like when she was 6, okay, I remember we got her like some dolls, some black dolls and shit. You know what I mean? Because she liked to do their hair and put their clothes on. Then like her last birthday when she turned 7 and shit, that was a wrap. She was like, I don't want no damn doll and shit. I was like, damn man, already and shit.
That's how it was because my pops introduced us into the world of hustling. So that's when we was like at 7, 8, we was shoveling snow, making $5, $10.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, then when you go out there, like I lost my imagination at 10, and then I lost my virginity at 11, and then I started smoking weed at like 12 or 13.
Okay, we didn't need to know all
then
that.
He got married at 14, and divorced
man,
at 15.
I lost my virginity, man, to this girl, and she was like, I think she was 13. And I was like, yo, I lost my virginity to her. She was my cousin's best friend and shit. And she just motherfucking, she basically, motherfucker, introduced me to the world of vagina. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But,
sexual harassment. You should call her up and sue her ass.
I mean, yo, man, it's all good now, because, you know, I asked my cousin, like, you know, how Shorty doing, and she was like, man, she done got fat and shit. She's still living in the hood. So I'm like,
Now, aren't you the lucky one?
yeah, man, she had an ass back in the day with them little nub titties and shit. You know what I mean? When the titties and shit still coming in, them little nub titties, they like A-ish, B-ish cups. You know what I mean?
You stupid, man.
No,
I ain't heard that in a long time.
But look, I was so green, man. I thought women like to make love. Like, so I'm like 15, 16, 17. I'm buying bitches candy and stuffed animals and motherfucker, you know, love cards and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know bitches was like niggas and shit. You know what I mean? I thought bitches was like romantic and fireworks and shit, but bitches is just like niggas and shit. They like, you know what I'm saying? They can pull your dick out, you know what I mean? But they don't say it, you know what I mean?
No, they like flowers and stuff like that, man.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Not in my time, bro. Not in the 90s, bro. You know what I mean?
You just got to give it to them at the right time, and they appreciate it. Some of them just don't know how to show their appreciation because this is not something that happens to them often. That's why we got to get back to being romantic.
Lou.
Yes.
No, matter of fact, not Lou. John Lemon, man. Let me ask you, man. Man, what you think about this net neutrality shit, man?
Hey, man, you know, in one way it's a good thing, but it's gonna hurt the consumer, man, because now these big corporations, they can actually charge you more for the internet now. And that's the fucked up thing about it. I mean, you know, AT&T,
your internet bill gonna be $160 and your cable bill gonna be $40.
Exactly. You know, and that's the thing that's gonna be fucked up, because now you gonna have to price shop and compare. I mean, because now you got NetGen 5 coming out. They like $69 for the internet. But it's just like you said. So now you need the internet now. Your phone needs the internet. So your phone can't survive without the internet. So
yeah, man. They finna get these millennials, man.
Yep. And your phone, you know, your provider is just going to increase your bill even higher, man. And that's the fucked up thing about it.
That's crazy. That is just crazy.
And
now does it affect your work?
Regulating speeds and shit.
Yeah.
It deals with your trucking. It does it with internet. How does that go? Do you use the internet?
Because you got to have the GPS. You know, you got to have where you going and all of that. So all of that's like connected to the internet now. Everything you do now is internet provided now. It's on your phone.
Well, I mean, you know, the trucking industry about to die anyway. You know what I mean? Because I'll be out of the game by then. But motherfucker, they gonna start bringing in these motherfucking, you know, artificial intelligent ass motherfucking trucks and shit in about 15 years, 10 years.
You see what the experiment they're doing in China?
What?
The driverless trucks.
Yeah, I heard about that on the news.
Yeah, they're doing the driverless trucks, and you know, no accidents and all that. They getting there on time, all of that shit, yo.
But what they might do is cut a deal with your boy and shit, and be like, look, you know what I'm saying? We'll get you out the game and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you can stay in the game and you could be like a motherfucking, you know, a truck technological motherfucking supervising motherfucker and manage the shit. But you have to read these books and get certified and all that shit. And I'm like, I might do it, I might not. Who knows? You know, depending on how the money work. You know what I mean?
How long you been in the industry?
Man, I've been in this game, man, right when I fucking found out I was motherfucking about to have a baby, and I got in the game and shit in 2007. You know what I mean? So
you've been in it 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's
good for you. Hey, keep grinding, man. Listen, have a good Christmas and New Year's. Be careful out there, all right?
All right, Lou. All right, John. All right. I'll let y'all niggas, man.
Go find out what grade your daughter's in. All right.
He already know, man.
Yeah, nigga, whatever, nigga.
Later.
Yeah, man. It's like motherfuckers don't know, man. Your phone bill is about to increase, all that shit, yo.
Wow. Hey, listen, the number is 323-293-3375, 323-293-3375. I'm Louis Dix.
Jeff Arnold.
And what's the name of the show?
In a Man's World.
In a Man's World. It is December 15th.
All day, 10 days.
December 15th, 2017. And this year has flown by. Just
well, you got to, I mean, you know, I hope to make it to Christmas. That's my thing.
Oh yeah, you gonna make it to Christmas. You gonna make it to Christmas.
Hey man, it's just.
I mean, God willing.
Exactly.
Or whoever. Oh, and then TDP would normally chime in. How you
know it's a God. How you know it's a dude. Exactly.
God's you working right now, fool. So God's there. It's what was I going to talk about? I got to do a better job of calling my mom.
How's your mom doing?
She's good, but she called me and said you don't call me enough, so I need to.
She's still dating?
No, she kicked Mr. Curtis to the curb.
Wow.
He was acting up.
Did
she took her key back because he was acting up. That's what she said.
How does someone act up at that age?
At 81, that's exactly you said. That's exactly what I said to her.
Still cheating.
And she said, "I'm too old to have to be."
He went and bring Miss Carla some.
And she said, "I'm too old to have to put up with that mess. I don't have to put up with it."
Exactly.
So he had to go.
I wonder what the mess was. He's snoring.
I think he
with
was.
His hands.
I think he was running off at the mouth, talking. Saying things that you just don't say to a woman. At 79, that you shouldn't say to a woman at 29. I think that they.
How long have they been broken up?
For I don't know, maybe a couple weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh.
So, going on a month.
But at
that's
that age,
a trip that you still have those issues at that age.
Yeah, because
but you get over it fast though.
Yeah, well, at that age you really don't give a shit.
It doesn't linger.
Right.
It's like you'd like, okay, damn, I miss her. You'd be like, fuck that. I'm moving on. Fuck that.
Well, because you ain't got much. Right. Yeah. 81. You're right. You're right.
And if that motherfucker died, I'll send some flowers and all that.
And there's something about when you figure out that you're single and you're good with it. Some people need to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And you kind of catch yourself in the same kind of relationships, over and over. That you just say, why do I keep picking this type of person? That's a lot of, and a lot of people are thinking about it now because a lot of people get lonely over the holidays.
And that's the thing that's, because especially a lot of women, they like, I have to be with someone coming into the new year to determine how my year is going to go.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely more on the woman's side as far as during the holidays.
Well, I'm going to say this. I am one woman that's cool with being single because I think it's about just being happy, period. But I was going to ask you, Louis, is it harder, are you cool being single, and is it harder for a man that's been married so many years to
because you like
to go into a single lifestyle because it's totally different
but you don't go into some guys when they get divorced they jump into the single life. They just go try to hit everything. And then some women other guys,
too. Women too.
Yeah, because that's the best.
It's called sowing your wild oats.
Yeah, that's when
I've been married for so long and I couldn't do this. I got married at an early age, and now the kids are grown. I'm 46. I see it all the time.
Oh, now some good sex is a woman that's just gotten divorced.
Oh yeah,
she will put it on you.
Oh yeah,
she will give you. She would do things that. Because she's doing it out of frustration, anger. She's mad at him. She's doing it so hard. She wants him to feel that she's doing it to you.
Yeah,
I mean, exactly. She's putting stuff. She wants you to go back and report to him how good it was.
Exactly.
And it's so no. I think what happens is you go through whatever you go through. Some people can snap out of it. I didn't. I fought. It was tough on me. And then because I was actually telling Code 3 this that I never thought I'd hook up with someone else, because I was accepting the fact that I was just going to chill and be single and try to just get focused, and then
Code 3 came along,
and my muse really thinks that I'm not as focused when I'm in a relationship.
Oh really?
Yeah, that I that's been her whole journey for me is to get me back to the focus of when she first met me. When I was grinding. As opposed to, because she felt that, when I got married, I lost focus. I put my focus on the kids. And a lot of people tell me that. A lot of people, my uncle and all of them say that. And my dad said that your kids don't realize the sacrifice you made for them.
But they never do.
To raise them and not go on tour and do certain things. And you start putting their focus on them. So my muse would rather have me single and focused and grinding than being in the relationship with Code 3. But yeah,
But I can say something about your muse. Your muse, she's
her and Tina Rose.
Because at one time, when like 30 years ago, I contemplated. I was like, I wonder. It's like,
we have a caller.
What's up, man? It's John from Arkansas, man.
What's up, John?
Yo?
How you doing, man?
How y'all doing, man?
How's the family?
Good. Basketball season, man. You know me, man. I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
Hey, the best team I've seen so far, Lou Dix, is Memphis East.
Really?
Penny Holloway team, man. They number one in the nation. They good.
Yeah, my brother in Memphis was talking about Penny that's down there in Memphis, right?
Yeah, they good. They number one. They beat Finley Prep and Prolific Prep.
oh, okay.
Already, man. They good.
Yeah, Penny's got them running. He's got them boys.
Is Penny? Is he the coach?
Yeah, he's the coach.
Oh, okay, cool.
They number one in the nation, John Lennon.
Yeah, we Harvard Westlake battled Bishop Montgomery, only lost by 12.
Wow, Bishop Montgomery, they defending champs, ain't they?
Yeah, and we're ranked number 5 right now
In the country?
Okay.
Yeah, we have a Delaware tournament that we're going to.
Okay.
Tonight, we have a tough game tonight. We playing Corona Centennial. A bunch of brothers coming in there.
See, I don't follow high school basketball no more.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot about ourselves. But
Hey, John Lennon, I got something to tell you, man.
What's that?
Hey, they had the first uterus transplant this month, man.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. So, it's crazy. So, do you think transgender people gonna try to get the transplant too, man?
Okay. All right, hold on. So explain this to me. So they put a uterus in another
woman put in another woman.
Wow. So this woman now can give birth?
She had the baby.
Wow.
From a uterus transplant.
Wow. I didn't hear about that one.
Wait a minute. So her uterus wasn't. She didn't have. Okay, I'm confused.
She got somebody else's uterus.
Yeah.
So she got a uterus from another woman, and it was surgical procedure, and then she had babies from that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. You can look it up, man.
Modern technology, man.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You can look it up. Look up.
So if you ever need my dick for you to work, I'll lend it to you.
What's next? My God.
Wow, that's
some friendship right there.
Friendship right there. You can have my dick when I die.
Go on to Google. You can try uterus transplant.
Hey man, this is the world we living in now. This is the world we living in now.
My bad, cause I was thinking is transgenders gonna try to do that, but they can't have one without an egg, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question. I think so. I don't know. I'm just saying right. I don't know. I don't. Let me ask you, do you notice a difference in your students during this time when Christmas is coming up and holidays?
Oh, yeah, man. I think most of them try to act all good and shit. They been bad all week, all year, and they want to act good and shit.
Like, motherfucker, I saw what you did last week.
Their parents come pick up their report cards and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they try to act all good then, you know what I mean?
Now, what grade do you deal with?
9 through 12, bro.
Now, how's the attitudes? Do you have any out of control kids?
Hey man, me and you the same way, John Lemon. Hey, I treat them, it's real out here, man. I teach them it's real. I don't sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah, because I saw a kid the other day just snap on his mom, yo. Just snap. And just slam the door because I was at the gas station. I was getting some air in my tire. And the kid just I guess his mom didn't buy him something inside. And the motherfucker just snapped.
Oh, they
and she was like, would you get your ass in the car? And he fuck that. I'm walking home. And she he slammed the car door and old school people were looking.
Yeah,
and
I just say something to them, but I can't make them do nothing. But they know not to do it in front of me,
Now, let me ask you something. Be real, because you always real when you call in. Let me ask you something. Be real.
What's up?
How close have you came to putting your hands on one of them motherfuckers?
That's every other week. Plus, I coach basketball, too, man, so you know how that is.
Yeah.
Now, you're around a lot of teachers and educators. What is the mindset of these teachers who's sleeping with their students? The females.
And they was attracted to them. I'm going to keep it real to you, man. These teenage guys be coming on to the teacher, the young teacher, most teachers come in like 24 years old.
Yeah.
And the guy number 17, that ain't too much age difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they gonna come on. They gonna come on to him, and some of the teachers go for it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I see it all the time at the bar.
They can flirt with the teacher, man.
Yeah, I see it all the time. When I get my side hustle on the door thing, you know, like the other night, a woman like 57, and it's like the young bars now. You know, she came in with a hot 23-year-old.
Yeah, man.
And I'm just like, okay, girl. And she like, yeah, he keeps me young.
Now, you've had some success. Any of your students, because I know early decision was this week for college. You had some happy students going somewhere?
No, man, most of our kids, you know, most of our kids signed in March and April, man. After everybody else didn't get who they wanted.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I do mostly do.
So you got any potential?
Everybody don't get who they want, you know.
You
Yeah.
got some potential?
Then they get to shuffle and see who's available.
Okay.
So is there any potential there? You got anybody with potential going somewhere?
Yeah, probably mid-major. We had down year this year, man.
Oh, okay.
So what? So you guys about to start? You've been playing your league right now. You're not started league yet. January, right?
Yeah.
So how y'all look?
We all right, man.
I know. I
What's your record right now?
I done heard that we all right a few times before.
We all right.
All right. Well, 5-5 is better than 2-8.
It's gonna be all about defense, man.
Yep. You sound just like us. That's exactly what it's about.
What, defense win championships?
It's about defense and doing the little things.
What I have noticed though, John Lemon, is most high school kids can't go left, man.
No.
Well, no, they can't. I mean, if you right-handed, a lot of kids can go left, and if you left-handed, you can go right.
Yeah, so a lot of what I teach my team is if the guy can't go, if the guy right-handed, just force him left, and that's how we've been winning a lot of games, man.
Exactly.
Our boys, our freshman team just can't shoot. These kids don't get in the gym enough. We can't shoot.
Well, now, whose fault is that?
It's their fault.
Now, I think what's hurting them is a lot of kids don't hoop outside no more, man.
Nope.
No.
Well, a lot of kids don't put the time in because it's like I listened to an interview with like Magic Johnson about Lonzo Ball, and like Magic is on the road with the Lakers now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Magic gets up like at 6 a.m, and he said he invites Lonzo to his room, and he's he wants to sit down and go over the game tape with him from the game the night before, but he said sometimes Lonzo comes, he's lethargic, he's still asleep, he's not up. Some mornings he's like, well, can we do it later on? And I'm like, man, 6 o'clock in the morning?
From Magic Johnson, he don't want to accept no advice from him?
Yeah, you don't want to sit down and have breakfast with Magic and go over your play? I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Because it's not important to him, man. Hey, listen, have a good Christmas, man.
You too, brother.
And be safe. Enjoy your time off.
Yeah, man.
I've been praying for your mom, Portis. How's your mom doing?
Oh, here I am. Thank you very much. She's doing better, and so is my dad. So I appreciate you asking.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, man.
Have a happy holiday.
Yes, sir.
Love and respect. Peace.
And those in the chat room that's concerned about my dad is still kicking up dust. He doing all right.
Oh,
I think they did ask about your dad.
Man, I called him the other day.
last week in the comments.
Yeah.
They asked how your dad.
So
was
how
doing.
is the chat room? How y'all doing? I hope your life is okay.
They're funny as usual.
Are they?
Man, I called him up last week. I'm like, this
They
nigga
clowning
here.
Jeff because they said you called some guy hot.
Who?
Jeff.
I called some guy hot.
Hot. Who? He called hot.
Chat room just be making up shit. Yeah. Fabricated. Fake news.
Chat room is just like
It's a fake chat room.
yeah. And we haven't gotten to Omarosa getting fired. That was.
Hey, but you know what? I got hope for her, though. Because she might be the woman that bring Trump down.
She playing that game. Caller.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jeremy from the DMV.
What's up, Jeremy?
What's up, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, man. What's going on?
Hey, just another day in the grind, man.
Every day hustling.
Just another day in the grind. Able to get up and shave, and water's still hot. You know.
Back to, I was listening to the single topic. What's going on, OGP? What happened to Canoe?
Is it like
that
TDP
has come
said? Is
to
it
an
time to
happy
play that
end.
game?
Man, with a Canoe can't keep OGP? What's going on?
I don't know. I can't call it.
Sink or swim.
Can't call it.
At least she honest
You a
about
heel.
it. She honest about it. Yeah, you're right, man. Relationships are tough, man. Relationships are tough.
I understand. I'm newly single too, so hey, I understand.
What happened with you?
It's time to play our game.
It's time to play our game. Hey,
Hey,
Swipe right.
You know, I'm a young, thorough young man.
Oh, okay. Where
Oh,
you
look at
live
it. He's
at?
like, oh shit, that nigga macking.
So now you're under 30.
35. I call in all the time. This Jeremy from the DMV.
Oh no, I was just asking. I was just checking. Just
Trying to verify.
Yeah, just trying to
Like
verify.
TDP said, man, you better watch your tone.
Y'all forgot about me already?
No,
man,
we haven't been. Let me ask you a question. How long were you with the girl? You were with her for?
I would think about a year and a half. We've known each other 2 years, so.
That's right. I remember.
This
that.
was the ping pong back and forth.
Yeah, this is when. Yeah. So now you guys been broken up for how long now? Because that you were he was trying to figure out
if you was gonna call her and all of that.
I think it's been about. Well, we still talk, so we've been broken up about 6 months.
Well, nigga, you still together. Man.
So okay, 6 months. Now, have you guys been intimate in those 6 months?
You know what's funny? No. Well, once or twice, but then after that, she was like,
See, there you go.
So is she seeing someone else right now?
Nah.
How you know?
So he keeping tabs.
Yeah.
No, we do that. We do that. We do that.
Do that. I mean, I wouldn't know if she's saying somebody, which is fine with me, but I know she's not. So.
Oh, look how he said, I know she not.
Now,
she better not.
Have you been out on any dates?
Maybe like one or two, but I'm kind of good on really dating seriously right now, man. Like you said, I'm happy being single. I got stuff I need to focus on as far as work and furthering some education.
Now, when do you, at what point during the day or during the week or the time when you want to be in a relationship? Or, you know, when you like, okay, I wish I was with someone, I wasn't single?
Like
around the first of the month
like
when my
right
rent is
now,
due.
Yeah, when it's cold outside right now, it's snowing over here in the D.C. area, and I'm waking up in
Baby,
the morning
it's
and it's
cold. Yeah.
and it's nighttime and it's cold, and you really want to be cuddled up with somebody so you can do some things and go to sleep. But
Now, are you going to get her a Christmas gift?
nah, she don't really believe in Christmas like that.
Oh, okay.
Is she atheist?
I don't. Huh?
She atheist?
Nah, she just don't believe in the Christmas stuff.
Okay.
So wait a
Not
minute.
big, I mean, she's into the holidays, but she's not big into religion, holidays, and all that.
So she won't accept a gift?
Of course she accept. What woman won't accept a gift? Of course she accept a gift.
All right, hey man, hey.
My bad.
I'm just kidding.
She's not expecting a gift.
How's your mom and everybody?
Everybody good, man. Everybody waiting for me to come home for the holidays. I'm debating if I'm gonna go down.
No, you got to go down, man. You single, you ain't got nothing
Down for
there.
Thanksgiving, man.
Oh, you were there for
Oh,
Thanksgiving?
yeah, well, you good then, yo. Shit.
Yeah. So
They doing the same thing. They ain't shit changed.
what are you doing for New Year's?
I don't know, man. I probably.
Now, you going out? Are you going like to a singles
I don't-
mixer or to like, is it?
You know what's funny? I just saw a paint night thing that they doing on New Year's. I may go do that. I may call up a female friend and let's go check out this paint night where you paint from like 9 o'clock until midnight. I mean until like 1 in the morning or something.
You paint what?
Do something like
Finger
pictures.
paint.
You never did a paint night?
When you do what?
Finger paint.
Paint. No, where you
With
they
the
show
brush.
you how to paint on a canvas.
Yeah, paint by numbers, motherfucker.
No.
Like a paint by numbers type. Lou, you got to take your girl out, man. You got to take your woman to a paint night, man.
What do you do on New Year's? Are you working?
I was offered a gig, yeah.
Did you turn it down?
No, I didn't turn it down. I'm just waiting for something better to come, but I'm gonna take it probably.
Where's it at?
I don't.
Take
It's
your girl to- take
Oh, it's
your
one of
woman
those
to a paint
secret
night.
gigs. It's one of those secret gigs.
some party, and I'm like, this is the first New Year's Eve gig I haven't had in a while, so.
Make you feel like you're in show business.
But it's so funny because people hire you and they don't give you like real money, but they want you to do an hour. You be like, man,
Exactly.
you paying for 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, they want you to
Motherfucker
do.
an hour.
That's time you can be spending with your woman, man. Especially on New Year's.
Really?
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, we'll see.
Thug like GD, John Lemon, we know you thugging hard, man, but you got to have a heart sometime, bro.
I got a big heart, man. I got a big heart, man.
I know you, man. I know we know you hard.
I got a
We know
big
you
heart, man.
GD,
But my relationship is like,
I like how you put that.
it's like, I don't know. My
Let's talk
relationship.
about it. We in the man's world.
Nah, my
John Lemon.
relationship is like.
I like how you put that.
It's like, it's
That's
complicated,
the
yo.
nickname, GD John Lemon.
It's
John Lemon.
complicated.
That's funny.
I was falsely accused of fucking poetess.
Hilarious. Where?
What?
Yes.
When?
Yes.
What, in the chat room?
No. By someone that that I dearly love.
What?
Yes.
resign from
Watch
the
the
show
show.
now?
Watch the show.
Can't you see how much I can't stand you?
Wait a minute. So the girl you dealing with thought that you were messing with POTUS?
Yes.
It's amazing how women will believe what they want.
And I haven't talked to her and like I haven't talked to her in a month.
What, the girl?
Yeah.
Because she's upset?
Yeah.
She's stupid.
She wants you, John. That's all it is.
Nah, it's just that, I'm like, she called me up and she was like, crying and all of that. And I'm like, really? And she like, I know what you're going to say already. And it's like, it's part of your radio and all. But she been to your house. She sound like she been in your house, all around your house. And I'm like, she don't know where the fuck I live at. I'm like, it was just
crazy, bro.
It was just
Crazy.
But I already know the premise and the pretext behind that already, though. So I ain't falling for it. I already know the setup for it.
Yeah, because people think that, like, Seymour. You like Seymour. And you're like, Seymour is...
But when they do that, though, I already know what's behind it.
What do you mean? What's behind it?
It's, I have something else going on right now. So I can, justify this, why I can do this.
Oh, you mean they have something else going on?
Yeah, so I already know the justification of it. I've been down that path. So it's like it's like, do you.
Oh, so women be trying that slick stuff.
Yeah, do you.
Man.
You got and my thing to her is like, you got that phone call. Resurrected. That motherfucker resurrected. You got that phone call.
Oh, okay. So now she's trying to throw it.
Well, it's trying to throw the pretext like, like I'm doing something. Like, I already know.
And men used to do that all the time. Women just find it all. Hey, so listen, I hope you have a good holiday. And you got me thinking about the painting thing now.
You gonna paint by numbers?
Yeah, man. It's a real intimate setting. They usually have wine or some finger.
But no, because that might be misconstrued as sexual harassment. You can't just like the ghost shit.
Not if you're on a date with somebody.
How do you know though?
His blue told me more. Yeah. I'm gonna try it. Then you call back. I'm gonna tell you how it was.
All right.
You gonna actually do it?
No, I'm not gonna do it. All right,
Why
man.
not? It sounds like a cool date.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a real cool day.
And I love how
Taking
POTUS got
number of women
defensive
on.
about that.
I know. I might try it. All right. Hey, have a good New Year's. Be
Lewis is
safe.
gonna try it. Please
Have
believe
all the
me.
day,
If he
y'all.
can light candles and do all that other romantic shit,
And fill up the sock. Yeah, he could.
fill up the sock.
Yeah.
Tripping. All right, man. Like, no, I'm not. I like him. He's cool. He's funny. He's
Jeremy from the DMV.
Jeremy with the girl. And that was
Is that
the
what
girl.
TDP said? An Apollo legend.
Yeah.
So is it
I'm not
necessary-
really a painter.
But is it necessary that you need to go out? Because my whole motto has always been, if I'm not working on stage doing comedy, giving me a sense of that the time being in show business, I stay in, because to me that's like one of the worst nights to be out.
Right. I actually was out last New Year's Eve. I was with Code 3.
Yeah.
We went to a little thing with some of her friends, and that was cool. I had a good time.
Yeah. I just stick my hand out and just shoot my gun off.
The food was good.
Right.
The food was good. But we'll see.
I did comedy the last 3 years.
Oh, did you? Where?
At the J Spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hosted the show. And it's so funny.
What?
It was hilarious. Because like at 10 to midnight, like all the niggas got up and they was all trying to rush in the bathroom, and all the niggas was on the phone texting they side bitch, Happy New Year. And then the women sitting at the table, they like, well, them niggas is going to the bathroom. I'm just going to text my nigga right here.
The real one that you, because that's funny.
And women this year, New Year's and Christmas are on Monday. So that means that nigga going to be with the family the weekend. So you got Thursday, perhaps Friday. So leave that nigga alone. So your Christmas is going to come early or the day after.
So Saturday, Sunday.
No, because Monday is Christmas, and then they're gonna probably give you Tuesday off.
Oh, okay.
So he gonna be out of town because the women, if you married, we going out of town. We going to visit family. Mm-hmm. So we leaving Friday. So all you side bitches, Wednesday before Christmas and Thursday, that's your Christmas. Deal with it. I know, I did. Like one of my jokes is I want to salute to all the women this year who thought they was going to be the main bitch, but, another year has passed.
And you still ain't got it in the click.
You still ain't
That's
got
a good point.
Yeah, so just remember that. And New Year's Eve, hey, go be with that friend. Call your
Yeah,
gay
it's
friend
a
up.
lot of single women who, because
Man.
women get together. It's so many single women out here
And they-
who that just don't have anybody, and they really never look in the mirror that it's you.
Yeah.
It's the reason that you're so single. It's you.
And then
Sometimes
you ask
it boils
them-
down to you.
Because now I'm seeing, you know what I'm seeing now? Like when I do this doorman, it's like if you're an attractive woman and you come into a club in an Uber at 1:45, you a booty call. Meaning the nigga pulling up in a car.
Right.
You a booty call. And then you Uber in to meet him wherever.
Do you see all ages coming out?
Yes. Yes. It's just amazing. Like I saw something last night I just thought was disrespectful. It was just like, this good looking black guy. He was there. He was like kind of on the nerdy side. But then there was a white chick. She was like, you know, he thought she was gorgeous, allegedly, and all of that. But I guess she wasn't feeling him, you know, because they came together.
Oh, okay.
And then this thug dude came in, you know, with the dreads and all that, you know, the pants sag and all that. And she was attracted to him real, you know, right off the cup. So she started fucking with him. So he outside and he's smoking weed and all that. So she come out, you know, trying to figure out like she gonna smoke a cigarette, you know, trying to see what he gonna do. So they exchanged numbers and all that. So then she ended up leaving the nerdy dude and she got with the, you know, with the thug type dude, which I just thought was like, that's fucked up. But you see it all the time though.
But good for him. Good for the nerdy dude. Because
Yeah.
you don't want to hook
Yeah.
up and get all messed up with that tramp, and then she end up
Yeah.
somebody anyway.
And then you see, like, you know, one chick was there one night. She was so intoxicated and fucked up, like 9 niggas kissing on her.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what you get. And I'm just like, man, it has really become bad since we used to hit the club like that because we didn't do all that. We looked out for each other.
Right.
When we went to the Golden Tail and all that, we would tell it, man, you know, that bitch a hoe, man. You know,
Right.
That bitch,
Right. Right.
That bitch a hoe. Yo.
Yeah, these young boys are suckers.
Yeah, they fall so easy.
Yeah, these young boys are suckers. They
You know?
they don't realize these girls are swiping right, swiping left day and night on you.
And then the most popular question that you ask them, among, because I asked them, said, so man, you good looking dude, y'all cool. Would you hit Kim Kardashian? And all of them right off the bat be like, man, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Man, I'm like, really? If she came at you, man, yes, I would. You wouldn't? No. Oh, OG, you just, no. You're not nasty, that shit is. And you just another motherfucker behind it, swimming in that polluted ocean.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
That's just sloppy. It ain't even sloppy seconds anymore.
Yeah.
It's like out of date. It's like expiration date is over.
And then my father had always taught me something too, and I never forgot that. You know, it's like if you meet a woman at the club or a bar, you know, leave her there. You know, because if you get in a relationship with you and the shit doesn't work out, that's the first place she's gonna run back to, is that club or that bar, and I see that all the time. I see it all the time, especially being a doorman. You know. You see it all the time.
Yeah, it's some lonely, and it's men and women. It's some lonely people out there in the world.
It is.
It's some lonely people.
And the thing that's so sad is like last night I worked this spot, and it was like 4 women, and I had to like really almost physically remove them at 2 a.m. To go home
Because they didn't want to go home.
No. They're like, "Where's the party at?" I'm like, "Well, y'all can go party in the street, but y'all gotta get the fuck out of here."
Dang.
You know, it's like.
Wow.
There's nothing else open? Like, no. I don't
Yeah, a lot of people are not happy at home.
Yeah, it is.
And you got cable and you got Fire Stick.
Hey, but it's just like, you know, the whole thing is, because I see it, it's so much in your face, not cheating. And it's just like, okay, so when you cheat with someone else, you're giving that new person all the excitement that you could be given and putting into that relationship with someone that you already with.
Yeah.
You know, all that energy that you giving that new person, because look what you're doing. Look at the lying that you're going through. Look at the sneaking around, the cheating, the preparation, the planning.
So you think more women cheat than men?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. They surpassed us. Definitely.
Really?
Definitely.
They have no loyalty anymore.
No.
So Chris Brown was right.
Yes.
These women are not loyal.
And they don't, and then they play the naivety card. Oh, I didn't know. What you mean you didn't know? Oh, I didn't know that, you know, you dropping a business card in my sunroof. I didn't know I was not supposed to call that number. Well, what you call it for? Oh, I just called it just to let them know that I had a boyfriend. Well, by you not calling, he would have got the hint.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So what you have to call for? Well, I just wanted to call to just let him know. And then what happened? Can you have a conversation? Oh yeah. And then you end up with his dick in your mouth. Oh, okay. See, from all of that. So there's lessons to be learned.
And when they get busted, women will go right to crying.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Y'all, why y'all do that, Poetess? Why y'all go right to the crying thing when y'all know y'all wrong?
I've never gotten busted.
Oh, shit is tight. Tight, son.
That's funny. I've never gotten busted.
Never got
Never.
busted.
See, that's the
I
thing.
did when I was 16, but I didn't cry.
There you go.
16.
Did you
I
ever
was
get
just
busted?
My brother told on me.
Snitch.
I went out on a date with another guy, and my brother told my boyfriend.
So that's where we at now, man. So, you know.
Wow. It's 323-293-3375, 323-293-3375. I'm Louis Dix.
Jeff Arnold.
What's the name of the show?
In a man's world, tighten up your belts.
We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. She getting a little comfortable, man. She getting a little.
Oh, because she feeling herself now.
Yeah, because she would comment. Oh, I'm sorry. We're back. Hey, I'm Louis Dix.
Jeff Arnold.
What we were talking about was Omarosa, and I was saying that I saw Angela Rye. Is that her name?
Yeah.
She was laughing when she, and it's funny because Angela Rye used to be a little. It's like ever since she started dating Common, she's starting to feel herself. That's who she's dating. And
she's dating Common?
That's what I heard. And she really starting to feel herself like she's the only one that Common's dating. And it's kind of like I'm gonna tell you, I was a little shocked that she laughed the way she laughed. But I know her podcast is hot, and I know she's a beautiful woman.
Well,
but now she's like she knows she's fine.
Well, it was like long overdue.
He's dating Common now. Too.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And it's you could see that she's now. It's kind of like I was telling a friend of mine that, like Lamont Hill, Van Jones, like all these people who were like nerds are now on television.
Yeah, they
and it's you got to have a little more. Like Angela right now is, she's just too loose, and I think that's going to catch up with her.
She's feeling herself.
Yeah, because I mean, she can, she's got attitude. She's got
why
little
do
too
we
much.
Now I'm going to ask this because a lot of people feel some kind of way about LeVar Ball. Why do we feel some kind of way when our own people exude that confidence?
No, it's not like LeVar Ball is not exuding confidence, not off of his talent. He's basing his off his son's talent. So I'm with Charles Barkley on that. Is that he just don't have no talent. Mm-hmm. So Angela Rye is talented. She's smart. She's smart. She's beautiful. She's got talent. I'm just saying. It seems like she used to have a little humbleness about her.
Yeah.
And now it seems like it's more show businessy. Now it's more like
that's why
she's not like the girl April Rye tried to say, hey, hey, Angela, I'm not really into, putting somebody down. Well, I know you can't, because she listen, you never know when your time is going to come.
Exactly.
And that's what I was shocked, because I thought Angela was smarter than that to realize that what she did is going to be played back another time if she slipped.
Yeah.
And I hope she doesn't. Because
the pendulum, it goes both ways.
Right. The
sword cuts both ways.
Yeah, so you can't, you could, put it this way. I felt that she
took a swipe at her.
She's so equipped that she could have gotten at her totally 10 other ways.
But that comes
the way Whoopi did, the way the girl Robin Robbins did.
But it comes
They laughed at her differently. She chose to be ghetto.
Yeah, but
for lack of a better word.
It came back like when she was invited to the National Black Journalists event.
Right.
When they had their little thing on stage.
Right.
And when she stood up and she was like, I'm here representing the president. And then.
Right. And she tried to go at
Ed Gordon.
Yeah.
Was like, no, we here. And then, she was there. And it was like all that panel discussion.
Was Angela there?
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah. So
it was like, and it was all part of that. So for this to come down, it's like, bitch, we told you. This was going to happen. And so I'm taking my swipe because you claim to be like, you can run the Trump, you can run the daddy, but daddy.
And this is my point. It's like she got common, she got talent, she got beauty. You didn't need to take a swipe. You got all
I said,
you're a 5-star.
But like
Angela, you're a 5-star. You did not have to laugh. It was ugly.
Yeah. But like I said, and motherfuckers say, you hate and all that. It's like, me being a stage manager, being in that industry, it's like when we get to that place that we accept it, when we've crossed over, we're the worst to deal with.
Right.
We are the worst to deal with. And I hate to say that about my people, but it's like, nigga, really?
Omarosa could have been the spook who sat by the door.
Exactly.
She could be the one that she like Poeta said earlier. She might be the one. I think that was Poeta said that she might be the one that is going to bring him down.
I said that.
Oh, you said it. All right.
She might be the black woman that brings Trump down.
Yeah, I mean, we can't. I mean, you never know. She could have a plan in place, and she took all that heat.
Yes. For
us.
Exactly.
So she could be.
And that's why I said. That's why I'm telling motherfuckers. I'm like, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Because like she said on Good Morning America, she said, I have a story to tell, and it's very compelling, and people are going to listen to it. And it's about what went on in the White House. So she's setting this shit up. So she let motherfuckers know. So I don't know. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt that she may be that final peg that pulls him down. That way he,
Yeah, I mean, it's...
And then, would she be accepted to the black community back then? Because this is what she did, like you said. She took the hit for us, and she sacrificed all this just to get him to there and be the one to bring him down.
Because we know how emotional black people are, and we have been very emotional with her. With her and different things.
Oh, man, they've been clowning her on black Twitter, man.
I mean,
what do you think her next career move is going to be?
Well, she's writing the book.
Yeah.
So it's book tour and her, and speaking of books, shout out to Tiffany Haddish, whose book is on the bestsellers list.
Yeah.
And you wish her the best. But yeah, I think she's you don't have to worry about her running for president. Ain't nobody gonna vote for her. But
yeah, but we just gotta stay humble, though.
She might be the one that opens up a lot of. I mean, she might be more woke than all of us.
I called my mom yesterday and I said, yo, I'm just gonna say it now. I think she's gonna be the one that brings him down. And my mom was like, you think so? I was like, I think she's gonna be the one. I mean she's gone back far enough with him to the first year of Apprentice.
I mean,
so she was there through all that, because now what they saying is like even Mark Burnett, he owns the tapes to the Apprentice. You know, like crew members are coming and saying Donald would go around and he would throw these fits, you know, and he would say racial epithets and all of that towards people. So, and she was there. She was part of all of that.
And not only that, he was the producer of what, Miss America or Miss Universe or something like that. So
like you said, she's got something.
I'm sure he's hit on a couple of those chicks.
He done squeezed Omarosa's ass.
I thought you was gonna say he didn't hit on me.
No, he done squeezed that ass.
Well, that's neither. I love that phrase. People, that's neither here or there. I used to hear that growing up all the time. It's neither here or there.
Who says that?
I don't know who said it, but I used to hear it all the time. And when I was
that's neither here or there.
You know, and I'm talking about you. You need to. What did you do? You know, I just remember that part of being disciplined.
But we in that you know, that phase, that whataboutism.
Yeah, and it's funny because
we turn it on like, well, what about so and so when they did that shit? You know, what about your
right? Because earlier we were talking about discipline and the things that we heard growing up. You know, and trying, like you were saying, the kid who went off on his mom. You know, I don't care what you do, you better not do it in my house. You know, it's just certain things we heard growing up that these
like the favorite line in my house from my mom and dad the time before they got divorced. The favorite line was like, you know, both of them, and they said it, you know, with fear. And it's like, do it again and see what happens.
Yeah, that was a good one. Do it again, see what happens. I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. You getting on my last nerve.
My last goddamn nerve.
You got one more time.
Yep.
If I hear one more noise up there, if I hear a peep out of y'all, I'm not. If I have to come back up there,
don't make me say it again.
Right. Okay.
But you weren't the disciplinarian in your marriage, were you, with your kids?
For me?
Who?
Lewis.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I thought your wife was.
Lewis threw hamburger buns at Little Lou.
No, I mean, no. If you ask my son, him and we were at dinner, and him and Peyton were laughing at the one time where I went. Peyton said, and Lou and them saying that was the hardest parent move I did was when I stripped Lou's room, took everything out of his room. I
remember.
And he only left him one pair of pants, one shirt, and one pair of shoes.
And what happened?
No, and he didn't have it for like 2 months. He was acting up.
When you checked him hard?
Yeah, when he was acting up. Like,
I was like, oh, look at Lou. Look at Lou.
How did he respond to that?
He got back on track.
Like, bitch, please.
So you gave him a pair of pants at a time each week that he was acting?
No, he just had this is crazy. That was always his word. This is crazy. Dad's just crazy, you know. And, but no, same way we were disciplined. I mean, certain, you know, but see, are your lips moving? We used to hear things that our parents. If you guys in the chat room, say write some of the things that your parents said to you. You remember growing up, and then give us a call 323-293-3375.
Because I remember that when he was going through that phase, when he was like that, and I remember I said something to him. I just whispered something to him.
What?
I was like, man, you don't really want to fuck with your pops like that. You really don't. And he just like looked at me like I told the same thing to Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan bucked up, and I was like, "Nigga, you really don't."
I said something to him yesterday, and he gave me that look, and he looked like he was 8 years old again. His eyes got all. I felt bad because I don't want him to feel that way. Because I felt something in that moment that it just was weird. That you know something was going on, and I said something to him, and he gave me that look. Because I got that thing where I act like man, getting on my damn nerves. Because he said he had to go back to his orthodontist appointment the next day. And then I looked at him, and he looked at me like, you know, like I thought less of him. And I didn't. And I felt bad, but, you know, and I was just, you know, I don't know. He could read stuff on my face. It's just interesting. You never know what you're putting on your kids and what they feel from you because you express certain, because they always want to please you. And,
that's
interesting because we grew up and our parents were, but we knew, it's kind of like we knew our parents loved us. We were just trained differently. Like now, even I'm sure like Lou's 25, but I'm sure kids who are 10 and 11 now are so sensitive, where it's just the father-son relationship is just such a interesting relationship, man. Like, it's totally different with me and Peyton. Like, when I picked Peyton up and we were in the supermarket last night, we can have dialogue and fun talk. Yeah. And Lou has that with his mom.
But it's with the male, it's the testosterone and it's the hostility. Because
that's a good word for it. But it's
I see it because like I saw my man with his son, and it was the same thing. And I'm like, yo, what's up with Shorty? He like, nigga, he feeling himself. His dick, he think his dick harder than mine. And I'm just looking at him, and you can just see, and you can feel the tension coming from his son. And I'm like, you all right? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay, y'all. Well, he said, man, he's like, in about 3 seconds, this motherfucker about to hit the floor.
Because, see, it's interesting when Lou acts different around you than he does me.
Well,
he's more relaxed and fun. It seems like he really enjoys being around you than me. Yeah. And that's interesting.
Well, even like Daryl's kids, Carrie's kids, and your kids, they always look at me as like, they didn't look at me as an adult because I played with them so much. Mm-hmm. And they enjoy, and they was like, okay, well, this is somebody that they thought I was on their level.
Yeah, it's interesting
until I have my own.
Right. It's interesting. The father-son relationship is just... and you get it with women, get it with their daughters.
Now, do you have it with your dad now?
It's different because now that I have a son, it's like I let him just say whatever he wants.
Your dad?
Yeah, I don't. It's not about challenging him. If I don't like something or whatever, I'll say it. But I'm not. I don't hold those feelings, because I kind of know that he loves me. That's just who he is. He did the best he could, and he was present.
Right.
So I have nothing but love for him.
And that's how I had with my dad because, when my dad knows I'm upset, like, my biggest thing, even in a relationship, is like I shut down. Mm-hmm. I just completely shut down. And I don't fuck with nobody. I'm like a turtle. I stick my head in my shell in my arms, and I just take my blows. And like my dad always say, like, oh, right now, because... normally I talk to my dad like 3-4 times a week. But right now, the last conversation we had, he just pissed me off. Mm-hmm. And he's like, so now he called me the other day. He's like, so what, you ain't fucking with me right now? I'm like, no, I ain't fucking with you right now. You on that bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, well, I feel the same way. You on that bullshit too. And he just like hung up. So I'm like, all right. So, and my mom, she could sense it though. Because I'm close to my mom, too. Mm-hmm. And my mom is like, so what's going on with you and your pops? I'm like, man, he on that bullshit. I don't feel like hearing that shit. He talking to a grown-ass man. I don't feel like hearing that shit. And then my younger brother calling, yeah, man, you and pops, y'all at it? I'm like, hey, man, And then sometimes I could side with my older brother. Mm-hmm. Because when my older brother was just out here visiting his daughter, and I'm like, yeah, I see why you don't fuck with him. Because I know how my pops is. But I love him to death, though.
Right.
And it's like, hey, man, you just, I ain't no nigga in the street. You just can't come up and just talk that bullshit. I know you 81. I'm letting you slide because you pops. But I don't feel like I ain't got to listen to that shit at 55.
Right. And I'll take it. Whatever he want to say, I let him say it.
Really?
And, well, yeah, because he's good enough. My dad has enough sensitivity to know when to stop and when, the conversation,
This is important.
I think that we should be the ones that know when to stop. Because me and my dad kind of got in a little tiny tiff last week, and I just had to humble myself and just he's my dad at the end of the day.
Well, let me ask this question, and even for the listeners to call in. Do you feel at the age that we at now that your parents, because sometimes the reason I get upset at my dad is because he still looks at me as a kid.
I don't think he looks at you as a kid. Well, I think he's just giving you that's what parents do. They give advice. And at 81, he has 81 years of advice to give you.
And 30 years over you. Or
Exactly.
20-some years over you.
But it's sometimes the way
and
he says
I think
it.
it's also a need of the parent to tell you. Because parents want to feel like they're still very much a part of even their adult kids' life.
Yeah, and you never stop being their kid.
Well, that's what my mom always says. My mom said, "You never stop being a parent."
Yeah, you just never certain things that you just try to say differently. Like I know, Alicia and I, Lou's mom and I, we talk a lot in reference to how we're going to approach something when we feel certain things going on with Lou or Peyton. Because we know we approach it differently. I'll say, hey, have you spoken to him about ... She said, yeah. And I said, well, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go on this end, you go on that end, so we can get to find the truth of what's going on. Same thing with Peyton. We'll find that, because she knows her and Peyton are going to butt heads, and she knows Lou and I are going to butt heads. So she'll use a soft approach, and then I said, I'll talk to Peyton and find out, and then we'll, but as quiet as kept, they love her. They say what they want. Like Peyton's just slick that way. She's just slick. She'll play both sides to the fore.
Well, and that's a great relationship that you have with your kids.
No, it's not. It's not easy because it's like I don't think Lou and I, the 8 months that he's been with me, we don't have a lot of conversations.
But at least you have something. I don't have anything. No communication, nothing.
What is he doing? Where is he now?
I have no idea. And
in your mind, you will never reach out to him?
No. Just like,
You won't even send him a text? No. Hey, man, how you doing?
No. I'm like, I take that stance. And that's the side that my mom, that she's trying to like soften up. And even the women in my life that I've dealt with, that I've shown love and I've shown like emotions to, they've always put that jacket on me. And then like, you so fucking hard. And it's like, once you cut me,
I think people that but appear to be so hard are really sensitive and emotional inside.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so he's from Chicago, but he's really Seattle.
Think so?
I think so, John.
Okay, all right.
John got me calling you, John.
Go ahead.
And
you want some references?
And your girl.
It's a defense mechanism.
You want references?
I'm still laughing at your girl accusing you of being with her, knowing she with somebody else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a fake out.
Is it the same one that called up here looking for you?
No.
Oh, different.
No.
And it certainly ain't me. She got a word.
It ain't Sarah.
No,
I'm just kidding. I don't know who that is. I'm just making a name.
No, this one had my heart. So she had my heart. You know who it is.
Oh, yeah. When they get your heart,
she has my heart. It's like, and manipulated it to no ends.
Hey, I know that move. That when they got you, man, they got you. It was funny last night when I dropped Peyton off. Her mom opened the door and she was kind of like hiding behind the door. And I'm like, what you doing hiding behind the door? And Peyton's like, she looked terrible. I said, okay, whatever. Women and their vanity, man.
Wow. Oh, she didn't want you to see. Like I used to wake up to you.
Hey, I'm like, I've seen you look horrible.
Exactly.
I've seen you give birth. You know. Come on,
man. That shit always stuck out in my head though. What you said, that shit though.
It
was before I got married. Before I fell in love with this other woman, I was like fucking with this one chick, and I was trying to be slick about the shit. And she's well known. And Lewis dropped me off, and then Lewis, like, she waved at Lewis. And she just like had no makeup on and all that. And I was just like, Lou was like, oh, so you going to smash that earlier? I'm like, nah, man, we just a friend. He like, nigga, please. Bitch ass in the door like that.
Yeah, her hair was messed up. I'm like, yeah, you hitting that.
The door like that in the morning with no makeup on, nigga. You fucking her, nigga. Come on, stop bullshit.
You jumped right in the bed with that. Only thing she did was brush her teeth. It's
some shit you just can't lie. You just can't get away with lying.
Everybody got that one. But no, it's so has anybody in the chat room written anything about what their parents said to them?
Yeah, there's quite a few. Let me pull them up.
Okay, take your time. She is so funny. Are you feeling better? Because you was sick.
Yeah, I am feeling better.
She's got a lot on her
mind.
A
lot
she
better.
Lost her voice.
She's got a lot on her mind.
And,
yeah, I feel a lot better.
Okay. And Aaron Gladman's almost up to 9 miles. Congratulations.
Really?
That's what he said on
All
the,
right.
you know.
Is he running backwards?
I don't know. He probably going down all
I can
downhill.
tell in his pictures he's lost a little.
Oh, really? Well, good for
Yeah,
him.
he said, "Oh, really? You don't think so?"
No, I don't know. Go ahead. What did some of the
Is he
things?
ready for a marathon run?
No, a marathon walk.
Oh, I'm gonna get to some of the comments from the last show was.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
That was hilarious. So.
We'll see some of the. I remember my grandmother used to always say, "What do you think's wrong with that boy?" She used to say that all the time.
Oh yeah.
What do you think's wrong with that boy?
There's something wrong with that boy there. Stay away from him.
Yeah, you know.
Whatever that boy got, don't bring it in here.
You ain't never gonna go outside. You be like, never? Yeah, I gotta go to school. You ain't never gonna. You go to school.
One is I'll beat the black off of you.
Yeah, that was one we heard.
I'll beat you into tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody said I'll slap you into next week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was they had some good ones.
The last time we was on was 12-1. We didn't have that many comments.
Oh, okay, good. No news is good news.
Fat meat is greasy.
Fat meat is greasy. Okay.
Poe got on somebody that was hilarious.
What?
Poe just jumped on Tyrone Warren. He's like, motherfuckers, Jeff gave you a shout out, motherfucker.
I didn't say all that.
Nah, they be on you though, Lou.
All right. What did they
be
say?
on you, though.
What did they say? Punks. Punks. What did they say?
The sun, the sky, the moon. They should just take a break until TDP gets back. John Lemon was great. Lewis, on the other hand, is sometimes dry.
True.
Like,
I'm not mad at that.
You got to get Lou's humor, though. That's what it is.
I am the
Lou is so funny in stand up.
That's funny. I am dry. That's cool. I can live with
like
that.
one. Okay, I am the interstellar, the beyonder of free thinking. And this is for you, Lou. You didn't mention your name though. You always mention roll out. I was not thinking about y'all doing big and better things, because you motherfucker always say you always mention roll out. So somebody pays attention.
Well, yeah, I'm giving them a shout out. It's just those are people. So, we always talk about that.
Seymour says Lewis needs to come out with It's Nasty t-shirts.
Seymour is so
Girl
funny.
is nasty.
No, Seymour is funny. And they are absolutely right. TDP should come back. But he'll be back next week, I think.
You sure?
Yeah, he should be back next week because I think they're done Sunday.
What's next week? The 20th. Oh, we're closed next week, you guys.
Oh, before Christmas?
Yeah.
The 22nd?
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Why?
Wow. Really?
Why?
I know you ain't that disappointed.
Yes.
Why?
We can't do a Christmas show?
Oh, wow, yeah. Well, I
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Wow.
This is a black organization. It's like we do take
We
holidays.
celebrate Kwanzaa around here, so you guys
we
will
light
be
them
back on
candles.
the third day of Kwanzaa.
On the first day of Christmas, my true
No, we'll
love
be
sent to
back
me.
on the 29th.
Back
Just
on the
before
29th.
the New Year.
All right,
so
we
you
can do
a
that.
New
That
Year
could be our
show.
New Year's Eve show. I think I get back that day. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Are
when
you gonna be
y'all be in
Oh,
Delaware. right?
and that's when
And you got a lot of
I've been
numbers
working
for a
on a special guest for the show.
Yeah.
Can we say the special guest now?
No.
Motherfucker stood us up twice.
No, that's all right. That's
You don't
cool.
want me to say it?
No, I mean, if you want to, I don't. Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
Why?
We've been working
You
on
know what I said though.
I really
Well,
don't
he
want to
wouldn't be
say
here.
because I want it to be a surprise.
Yeah, wait. And the surprise guest is TDP.
Well, you know, the surprise
But we've been
guest was
working
like,
on this
who was them
person.
niggas?
And they're supposed to come on the 29th. They wanted me to send links over of the show. I was
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh,
So you can
shit,
say,
I hope that
who is them niggas? That's why we should say who it is. Because he wanted to look and say, well, who is them niggas I'm talking to?
Whatever.
Nah, he's cool. He's real cool, and his wife is a good friend of mine, so she's working it out, and so we're scheduled for the 29th.
We'll try to get Amarosa on.
Yeah,
But,
she's looking for a new gig. Maybe she'll-
So
You should give her a podcast.
everybody's got a podcast now.
Man, everybody has a podcast and a blog, but you go on YouTube and I'm like, damn, you know, motherfuckers be having video clips, be like music intros, production value. I'm
What,
like,
on their
damn.
shows?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, our show is just an old school show.
Yeah.
Just do what we do. But it's. I hope everyone has because everyone's got a little break coming up. You know.
Yeah, we gotta.
Are
Everybody.
you buying someone? Are you all spending financially on someone for Christmas? You buying them?
I'm trying to figure out. You know, I mean, the kids are usually good with gift cards. I told them I just want a pair of Air Force Ones. But
get code 3 something.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what. You know, when you care for somebody, you try to figure out something that that's a thoughtful gift. So I'm thinking about getting her safe so she can keep her Glock in there.
She don't keep it in there now?
She's got a little lockbox, but I can get in that.
Oh, well. Yeah.
So I'm thinking about getting hers. I don't know what I'm going to get her.
But you're definitely going to be with her on Christmas, though.
I don't know. You keep asking me that. I mean, if she's cool, I mean,
okay. If
she's going through some, I plan on being with her. I don't plan on being with anyone else. What are you going to do?
Sit up and just, hopefully I'm with, hopefully you won't think I'm fucking poor this on Christmas.
Oh, God. No, I'll be in the Bay.
See, so.
She said she'll be in the Bay as if you would if she wasn't here.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, that's where your person.
You know where I'm at. You know where I'm at.
Backing up a little bit when we were talking about podcasts, Roland Martin, they canceled his show.
Yeah. And then Tom Joyner telling people to boycott. That's what I heard. I mean, Roland. I mean, I've watched it a few times. I like Roland. He's smart. But they said it was budget cuts.
Yeah.
Maybe he can take over Tavis's show.
Well, you know what they're doing now, especially in the TV industry.
I think that now with I said that to say now in the age of internet, we have a free or a bigger platform now to create our own news channels. Yeah. A lot of people are just so busy searching for that network deal or that major record deal or that even terrestrial radio, aka traditional radio. It's pretty much on its way out. I mean, even though it's still the leading platform that people listen to in their cars or whatever, but we need to be thinking ahead. Like, start relying on these major networks and start building like I'm doing here. My vision here is to create a polished black talk network. And it'll have comedy, it'll have news, up to the minute, daily news, everything. I mean, it's hard to see now, but I see it. And instead of us complaining and boycotting, we need to take that energy and start really investing and building our own networks. Now, podcast, everybody got a podcast. Well, the key to having a podcast is marketing it and giving good content at the end of the day.
No, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Quick prostate break. We'll be right back.
Oh, wow.
I thought I wasn't even gonna be there. Oh, man, here we go again.
Right. Oh, damn.
It's like, hey, we're back.
Right.
Woo, feel better.
You feel like coming out feeling about 10 pounds lighter.
Man, pushing it out. Young people, enjoy your little lives. When you get to a certain age, prostate. 323-293-3375. And every time, so funny, whenever I tell my muse about, like, oh, my stomach, she always got something for me to take. Some fish oil or some oil or some, she's funny. She's a health person. We got about 10 minutes left. And then the next thing you know, we'll be sitting on the sideline calling plays against Coronio Centennial, seeing if we win it. It's exciting. This
is what my man said in the chat room
what?
On 1110. Henry Barnes. He said, Jeff is lying about his eating habits. As if this motherfucker follows me around and watches everything I eat. That's how it is, man.
And you know what? That's interesting. So that shows you how talented you are, that Henry pays attention. And much respect to you, Henry. Thank you. Because, exactly. I mean, I like, we do a service here at Morris Media. We sometimes we take it for granted and we don't realize that we have listeners and people who actually enjoy us. I'm sure you enjoy us better when TDP's here. And we
they
concur.
love TDP, man.
Yeah, TDP can't do any wrong. Well, he's a funny brother. He's
quick,
funny.
yeah.
He's
he
funny.
Listens, he's quick, he replies,
He's on, his social media game is a little weak, but he's okay.
Wow.
I'm just messing with him.
Wow.
But
that's the week when my joke went flat when I had the big announcement to make. They tortured me on that one.
Hey, caller.
Hey, what's up, fellas? This is Pat, man.
What's up, Aaron?
What's up?
Were you walking?
Yeah, man. Walking in the snow.
What's up, man? How you doing?
So you got 9 miles in?
No, I got 8.
How's your breathing?
Doing well, man. I did what you suggested.
And how'd it work out for you?
Yeah, it's a challenge, but I'm doing it.
There you go, man.
How's the wife?
Oh, she's doing well.
She got all the Christmas shopping done?
I have no idea. But hey, look, I want to share something with John Lemon.
Okay.
John, I want to encourage you, man, to reach out to your son. And I know, just let me finish. Because, you've been where he's going. And he needs to know that there's somebody that loves him. And if he don't hear from you, he won't count you as one of those people who love him. As much as guys want to be hardcore and all that, he still needs to know that somebody loves him. And even if he doesn't accept your reach out, at least you will have implanted a seed to let him know, dude, you acting like a fool right now, but I love you. Can you do that? Because I did what you suggested last time.
Well, I already did half of it, though.
What half?
I planted the seed.
What?
That's why he's here.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about in his situation right now.
He knows, but what people don't understand, he knows the love that's waiting on this end. He knows it's unconditional. He knows. He knows I'll die for him. He knows I'll give him the world. He knows that.
Okay.
So
all right.
He has to step up.
Tell me why you think he knows that.
He knows it because I raised him that way. Whatever he's going through, he got to figure that out. He got to figure it out. He got to look in, like I used to tell him, and it's like I used to look at him and say, man, get naked right now. And he used to look at me when he was first trying to act out and all that. And I said, man, get naked in front of the mirror. And he used to cover up his dick and all that. I said, yo, spread your arms out. We got the same shit. Spread your arms out. And he used to put his head down. And I said, why are you putting your head down? Look in the mirror. And he couldn't do it. And I said, the reason why you can't look at yourself because you're the problem. You can't face the problem. And until you're able to face that problem, you're not going to be able to deal with the whole lot. I said,
okay, but John Lennon.
What's that?
Lennon, just what's wrong with, if you can contact him, what's wrong with him, you saying, because I keep hearing you making him the problem. And I'm not trying to say you are. All I'm saying is reach out to him to let him know you love him. I love you, man. Just want to make sure you're okay.
He knows that.
That's it.
He knows that.
Okay, but he needs to hear it because he is not where you are. You are.
Well, he got to. Okay, well, he got to get there.
Yeah, but he's saying you got to help him get there.
Yeah, but
you got to help him get there.
Hey, man,
you got to help him.
You got to understand something, man. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Exactly, but you can bring the water.
Yeah, but you still can't make him drink. He knows where the water is at. Now it's up to him whether he want to come and get the water or not. I hear what you're trying to say, and I respect that. But he got to understand where the water is at. He got to come there.
Okay,
I'm not going to bring him the water.
I'll back out. I just wanted to let you know.
No, much respect. I understand, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Your son has a heart, and it sounds like to me only one of the key things that can happen is you say, "Hey, son, I love you, and I just want to make sure you're okay."
Well, he knows that.
Respect to you, man.
Okay.
Respect.
All right, money.
Hey,
appreciate the
Aaron.
advice. Thank you,
Aaron.
Yes.
How come you don't give me advice, man? What's wrong with you, man?
Well, you Mr. Know-it-all. You Mr. Rational.
Now that's the one thing. I am not a Mr. Know-it-all.
You Mr. Rational.
No, I just
you are.
I kind of agree with him that I think that it's something just as simple as, hey man, I love you and thinking about you, and then just hanging up or just send him that text. He'll receive it, and I'm with you about the fact of he's got to learn and he's got to, come to you and all that. He'll do that, but right now, it's like Aaron said, you're a man over 50. He's a young boy that's 22, 23, and he just didn't have, he didn't grow up in Chicago the way you did with your brothers around you. You got to look at all the aid that you got, that you learned from your brothers, your uncles, being out in the streets of Chicago. You bringing all that knowledge, and he didn't have any of that.
But no, that's not true, because he could have got the knowledge from his uncles.
Right, but they weren't with him every day. They weren't around. See, that's what I'm saying. They weren't around every day. He didn't see them every day, or at least once a week or twice a week. He didn't sit down and eat with them. He didn't walk in the house. Just look at the...
Well, that's not true, because when I first got physical primary custody of them, my older brother lived with me.
Yeah, but that again, that's just your older brother.
Okay.
He didn't get it every day, and with your mom and your dad around. I mean, just look at all the people who help. You did a lot on your own, but who helped you? Jeff, who made Jeff Arnold.
I understand. But
he didn't have half of that.
But he had Daryl, he had you.
No, not every day. It's a difference in walking. Your mom and dad
don't have the same weight as a dad.
No,
everybody don't have the same weight.
Yeah,
I was there for him every day.
Right, but what I'm saying is that, and it's and what we're saying is that if you just now send a text to him, you're still
not
there.
Gonna happen.
Yeah, because you don't want it to happen. You gotta.
I don't have that. What you have.
For you to say,
how would you feel if something happened to your son?
It's just like it's a way of life. It's just a way of life. And it's
but that's
hard,
not love.
But it is love. But you gotta understand something. It's I've told my mom and all that. I've prepared myself for that phone call.
But you could hopefully not receive that phone call by you just making a phone call or sending a text.
I prepared myself for that phone call.
But isn't he worth a text from you?
From me right now?
Yes.
Nah.
Oh my God.
Nah.
Oh, John Lemon, man,
that's...
you have the key. You possibly have the key to save your son's life, man.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
If something happens to your son, you're going to be saying the same thing that you should be saying right now. I loved him. Say it now.
Hey, man, he knows I love him. So it is what it is.
He knows you love him, but it's not to the forefront of his brain. It's not. He doesn't understand it yet. He doesn't. He can't accept it.
Well, he gotta expedite that process.
But you gotta help him.
You got to help
John,
yourself. God bless
John
the child who helps himself.
You gotta help him.
not.
You know, you got to.
keep saying, you
Y'all
making
keep
your
going
son
with
the
that
problem, and
age and all of that, man.
Yes,
I
he's
bypass-
young. He's young.
I bypass
Look at the
all
things that you're still learning about yourself now.
every day.
Okay, so
So-
you can't allow him to say that 22. Look at how different
Yeah.
you are now than you were at 22.
But at 22, even though my parents were divorced and my dad wasn't around me, I still kept in touch with my dad all the time.
Okay, but that was a different time.
Even my mom, when my mom tried to turn me against my dad.
But that's what made and my thing is that's what made you Jeff, and you made you and our thing is somebody helped you along with that. It wasn't just you by yourself. Your brothers, your uncles, they helped.
No.
You wasn't by yourself. You didn't get to there by yourself.
How you know?
Let me ask
Because
you a question. Let me ask you a question,
you refer to
John.
your
When
brothers and them.
when I was 20, yeah, I was by myself. I was in Vegas. I was
You
by
still
myself.
Ask you a
talk
question,
to-
John Lemon. Dang.
What's up?
Let me ask you a question, sir. Is it your past that's keeping you from doing this? Is it some past hurts
No.
that makes you do this?
No.
Well,
No.
So
I've
I'm
resolved
really
all
lost
of that.
now because I don't understand how you have a lack of love for your son.
It's not a lack of love.
It is.
Okay.
Why not? Why won't you
Your
text him?
definition
What's
is-
texting-
that's your
what's stop-
definition
he-
of love.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you agree that he needs some help right now? That he needs.
I don't know. I don't know what he needs right now.
Well, the choices that he's making.
I don't know the choices he's making.
What is it? All right. Do you think he could use your guidance right now?
If he wanted my guidance, he would be in touch with me. If he wanted my guidance, he would have stayed with me and all of that. So
no, he may, no. Okay.
Yo, you don't
You
know.
feel betrayed? You feel betrayed?
Yeah,
by
I
your
think
son?
so.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, then what is it? I'm trying to pinpoint where it's coming from.
It ain't
It's
nothing. You can't,
It's
yo.
nothing?
We can't have this Dr. Phil because you're not gonna go nowhere. So we're not.
All
gonna
right,
have
we
a
just
Dr.
gonna have
Phil
to
moment.
we're gonna have to get in touch with his son and bring his
Please do.
son
You got
in.
his number?
We gonna
You
have
know,
to.
there's a lot of mixed opinions in the chat room.
Okay, go ahead.
There's like a lot of people that are with Jeff, and there's people with you guys.
Well, what are people saying?
One says John Jr. was a teenager, then I would understand, but he's a grown man. You be there to support him when it's needed, but there comes a time when you got to stop enabling them.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
You got to
I
find
get that.
you got to figure it out,
I
and
agree
you got to
with that.
find your way.
And he
Right.
also said that sometimes love is confused with discipline, or somebody said. Let me find that comment. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
that I agree
now-
with because maybe he's conflicted about how his mom embedded that in him that because that's the one thing that I do remember at a young age when he was living with me when his mom came when she couldn't take him because he was on punishment because he had acted a fool in school and he had did something and I wasn't going to allow him to go with his mom and I remember his mom begging and pleading. And I was just like, no, he can't go nowhere. He's staying in this room. And she just stayed there. And he started crying. And she said, look at my baby. And she just looked at me and she said, you are so fucking hard on this boy. You have no room, no leniency. You are so hard on him. It's like everything that comes down, you are so hard. And when he gets 18, he's going to hate you. He's going to resent you.
Someone else in the chat room says, tell John Lemon to do what he's doing and never bow down to a child. Is it bowing down?
That's no. I don't think. It's
I
bowing
think.
down.
Listen, I'm
John
not
is
saying.
colder than a pimp's heart.
I'm not saying that he's handling it wrong or right. Only thing I'm advocating is that he should just once a month just send a text. That's it.
Yes.
But I'm with him on raise. You got to do it your way because you're your own man.
Okay,
So-
someone else said, my father was on that same shit, and 30 years later, he regretted it.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
I
I'm
have
not
no
going to tell no
regrets.
man how he should, because you're in that fight, and only he.
Everybody else, but see, it's surrounding
let me-
the
okay,
Chapman.
let me just-
I'm
let
at
me
peace
ask
with
this
it.
Before I go.
I'm
Let
at
me ask
peace
this
with
before I
it.
go.
Go ahead.
Do you love your son?
Very much.
Okay, that's all I need. I mean, the next step is up to you, but that needs to transfer into him.
Well,
That needs to transfer into his consciousness.
he already knows it. It's embedded in his consciousness. It's in his DNA. He already knows. He has my backbone. He has my strength. He has all of that.
He also has your stubbornness.
Well,
that's interesting. They're both. That may be it too. That they're both the same. That is so. You know how people say that's your son,
exactly,
because they both are stubborn, and hopefully.
Lou, have you thought about talking to Jeff's son?
He wouldn't pick up my call.
So he don't fuck with nobody associated with me,
because he knows what we're going to say to him. He knows on whose side I'm on. So that's part of, that's part of.
All right. Y'all be cool.
Hey, Aaron Gladman.
Yeah.
Call Paul this at the number, and since you got the love and all that, and you a religious man, all that, I give you his number. You call him and reach out to him.
Okay. Now, how do you think he gonna receive a stranger?
Probably better than he would his dad right now, because you know how sometimes when your loved ones tell you over and over and over, and then sometimes it takes a stranger or somebody else to tell you for you to really understand.
Okay. Now listen, if I do that and he rejects me, who he has never seen or spoken to, it would make perfect sense for him to say, I don't know who you are. Click.
Well, then let's see. Or he might say, he might listen to you, because you're a man who walks 8 miles. You've walked in another man. You've walked in another man's shoes.
He don't know. And I'm not afraid to do it. It's just that it sounds so crazy coming from somebody when his dad can call him and say, hey, I'm just checking up on you, son. I know you're mad at me.
Well, I think if you say, hey, I talked to
correction, but correction, though, the last part, I'm not mad at him.
It sounds like you're dumping your father duties on me.
No, not at all.
No, you,
not at all.
No, Aaron, he's not doing that.
Send him no money.
You say, he's just saying if the way you feel
was concerned about it,
I'll give you his number and you give him a call. Yeah. And then you can see, and I think he's more or less saying, then you can see what I'm dealing with, and we can have another conversation. Because then you can say, you've heard it from both sides.
No, I mean,
I don't think he's asking you to try to fix him. He's just saying,
no.
Give him a call.
I'm not saying that either. But all I'm saying is, you asking me to build a house when John Lennon can buy the house.
No, he's just saying
build a house.
He's just saying
I'm just asking you.
Here's his number.
Reach out to him. Reach out.
And guess what,
Aaron?
You don't have to call him. It's not.
Yeah.
You can say no. That's your job.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not a thing of him.
That's what I'm saying. I am saying no, but I'm saying here's the reason why. I don't know. The boy don't know me from Joe Q. Smith.
Well, but hey, Aaron, how many guys that guys have affected?
Willie Sweet said he'll call.
How many guys that we did not? How many men?
Willie Sweet would come.
How many men that we have never known but have said something to us that helped change our lives? A lot.
There's been a few.
In your lifetime.
Each time that I spoke to a certain person, I had an indirect connection with them.
And
I never called anybody cold and said, "Hey, I know your daddy. Your daddy told me to tell you I love you."
Yeah, no, it's not. Stupid. No. Here it is. Here's the thing. It doesn't sound stupid in the sense of, because I know there are a lot of men in my life that I've met that I've just been sitting on the bus with and been talking to, and they've said things that enlighten me. They might say, "Hey, yo, man, I know your father." Oh, yeah, he was that. So, no, it's not a thing of sound stupid. It's a thing of saying that as men, women do this all the time. Women talk to each other all the time. And they'll reach out. They'll reach out to somebody's daughter or whatever and say, listen, and men, it's not a thing of saying that that's the stupidest thing. No, that's something that might be needed. You've hit it on the head. But because you initiated the call saying,
right.
Now, here's the thing. You don't know his son, but you know him well enough to call and say, Jeff, you suggested, why don't you call your son and just tell him A, B, C, D?
Exactly.
That's what you started off saying. Now you're saying it's stupid of me to call your son.
You want to intervene with it, yes. So
but if you're gonna man up and come to him.
Hold on.
You put the Dr. Phil jacket on.
The point of what I was saying was, John Lemon has a phone and he could call his son, but he won't. In fact, John Lemon said he has prepared himself for the worst, which is crazy.
Why is that crazy?
That's crazy
So
to me.
is that as crazy as you picking?
In other words, they asked me, you would ask me, a perfect stranger, to do what you should be doing and putting it on me.
No. He
Put it
feels.
on- I didn't put the onus on you. I didn't
He
put the
feels.
onus on
Hold
you.
up,
Come
Aaron.
on, man.
Aaron. He feels
I didn't put
that
the
he
onus
doesn't.
on you.
He doesn't feel he needs to call him. He's saying, listen. I hear what you're saying,
If
Aaron.
you want to call
but
him, you
listen,
call him.
you can go ahead and call him if it means that much to you.
It means as much to me to see a father in his own relationship.
And he's saying that.
It's like listen to me. This is the exact thing where if a man and a woman gets into a fight and then she calls her mother and then they get back together, the mother's still an enemy. I know that's probably kind of foreign, but if I intervene in a situation where John Lemon can pick up his phone and fix,
It's not. It's no. Here's
I don't know if it'll fix it.
I know. Yeah, I don't think it's not about fixing because, like he said, you even said it and we said it. He's going to always be connected with his son. That's never going to change. All this
so why don't he
is
call and say I love you?
because that's his choice, and just like you have a choice,
Right.
That's choosing the wrong thing.
No, well, in
Man,
your
no,
mind,
That's in
in
your
your
mind.
mind,
That's
in
your
your
opinion.
mind.
Okay.
You
Again,
don't know the circumstances. Just like I don't know the circumstances
that's fine.
of you with your
That's
daughter.
fine.
now, hey, no, here you go.
That's fine.
I got an example for you, Aaron. You decided with your stepdaughter that she needed to go
Exactly.
because you felt she wasn't respecting your home and et cetera, right?
Right.
Now,
right.
somebody else might say, I would never put her out until I feel she's ready and capable because that's how I love. You felt,
Right.
no, hey, man, in my world, what I run and do, ain't no
Exactly.
consequences. She got to go.
Hold on. Here's the difference.
What?
I'm talking to her. I'm picking up the phone and talking to her myself. I would never call John Lemon and say call my daughter and tell her that because I can handle this myself.
But he's not,
I have
again.
a direct line
I didn't tell
to
you,
her
But
I
that's
and
where
let
you
her know.
that's where you're missing the point.
I
He
didn't
did not ask you to handle it. He
I
just
said,
said,
He didn't ask me to handle
no, he
it.
didn't.
I
He
did
said
not.
if you wanted to call, no, Aaron.
He said you call him casually. He wasn't
yes.
like,
Yeah, he didn't say call him and say. He said, look, you can have the number and call. I don't care.
Yes.
That's on you.
But
If you want to
that's
find out why y'all
handling
not
me.
talking, you can call and ask him.
Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. That's fine.
No.
I mean, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, bro.
I
mean,
am.
I do.
I am.
All right.
We all got to pray on this
That's
one.
fine.
Nah, I don't need no
We
praying.
gotta pray
I'm
on
good,
this
yo.
one.
I am good.
No.
Trust me. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
I go to sleep
right.
every night.
And then
wake
what
up.
was funny, Aaron, you said you first tried to say, hey, I did what you asked me to do. Now I'm asking you to do what I asked you to do.
Yeah.
That was the first
Yeah.
premise.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes. What's wrong with that?
nothing. I'm just making a point. There's nothing wrong with it. You keep
why
trying to
your
make
voice so
something.
high?
You just keep trying to make something wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
nothing
It's just
wrong.
men talking. It's nothing.
No, there is something wrong when a man will not call his son and say, "Hey, I'm just thinking about."
Hey,
There's
there's something wrong with it from your perspective.
Exactly.
I have a different point of view. I'm with
That's
you
fine.
too. I agree
That's
with
fine.
you in some points, but I'm not going to
fine.
say it's something wrong with it because that's his. Like I said, people
That's
can look
fine.
at your life and say it's something wrong with you to do that, and you can say no, that's how I feel. So we can't say what's wrong. That's him and his son's personal
You
relationship.
just can't open up the
fine.
book. You can't open up the book and just read the first sentence and be
that's
like,
fine.
okay, all of this. You got to read the whole
That's
entire
fine.
book, man.
That's cool. It's cool.
all right.
Hey, God bless y'all.
He got in his
too.
feelings. He in his Aaron's
I
in
know.
his feelings.
He gonna
Aaron's-
now he
Aaron's-
gonna
That's
do
why we needed TDP.
But now he gonna do a fucked up meme about me now.
And
So,
Aaron's in his feelings.
Yeah,
Aaron.
so-
Aaron.
we still love you, bro. It's all good, man.
Hey, Aaron, I'm still gonna read your stuff on Facebook.
And I still hope you still run. You know, you add another mile and you still go backwards, man.
He's gonna stop following your advice.
Exactly. You know.
Listen, man, I got to get out of here. That's what it's about. It's about men talking, and Aaron
Agreeing
Gladman
to disagree.
Aaron Gladman is one of our men of men. He's a strong brother. He does what's right, and we might surprise you next time we're on air. Jeff's son might be on the air.
Yeah,
I'm out.
That'd be a
That'd
surprise.
be nice. You guys have a great weekend and a holiday. Nice.
And I'm waiting for Gemma Shun's her fucking comment. So we'll read that next week.
We out. We'll have to pee again later.
That nigga got sensitive like a motherfucker.